think we're rolling. Are we rolling? We're totally rolling. Hello, it's Monday, and welcome to Monday Coffee with the Doll. Fuck. This is my coffee. I know you're not surprised by that. I know that it was kind of a giveaway that I was going to be drinking coffee, Monday Coffee with the Doll. So, it's been months since I've done one of these. I know I haven't done it all of 2017, and we're already like halfway through the year. Not really sure where it went. I know a lot of crazy shit happened. I still don't know where most of the year went, though. Other than it took me to Texas, because that's where I am right now. So we're shooting my welcome back episode in what's going to be my new office slash shoot room slash closet thingy. So me and my boyfriend are going to share this office, and on one side it's going to be a background for him to do his videos, because he's also a vlogger and a ranter and a YouTuber and everything like that. So if I plugged him right now, he would kill me because he hates it whenever I shout out anything about him. But it's funny because this is the office that we would stay up till like 3 a.m. oovooing back and forth. Only he was here, I was in Oklahoma, and usually he had on an iron mask because apparently I made him nervous. I don't know, I'm intimidating, what can I say? So, but I'm back. I want to start getting back in to doing the things that I know you guys love when I produce them. And now that I'm here in Texas, me and my kids moved the beginning of May. We're in the Houston area, and I no longer work for Sooner Indian Motorcycle in Norman, Oklahoma. It was time for me and my kids to move on, so now we're here. We moved here, and we're starting our life. So something that I'm going to be focusing on is my brand and my channel, and really devoting some time to you guys, because you guys have been more than patient. You guys have devoted more than enough of your time supporting me until I could get back on the horse. That's kind of funny because now I live in Texas. Let's see. Now that there's not horses in Oklahoma, I mean, my brother has them, but. So when I made Monday Coffee with the Doll, I wanted an outlet to talk about other things other than pinup or other than modeling. Pretty generic things that you guys know me for. And anytime I did any type of post or video, it was always in reference to modeling, YouTube, pinup fashion stuff, and I wasn't able to really talk about topics that you guys would go out of your way. Those are my new dogs, because I have 2 new dogs. You guys would go out of your way to email me about things that were bothering you, and you wanted more advice than just, what makes me pretty? So I created Monday Coffee with the Doll, and initially it was me rolling out of bed on Monday morning, hanging a sheet from my ceiling, no makeup, coffee, and I'm just getting real with you guys, real at the end of the week, real about life, real about situations. And then as time progressed and my life changed and my life grew, I started losing the opportunity, and I started recording the show the day before and then posting it. Then I got a full-time job, and I wasn't able to do this anymore. So I kind of wanted to bring it back. I was wondering, I was like, should I pick a topic? What's going on today? What's going on in the world that I can talk about? What's the biggest bullshit scandal on social media that I could give my opinion on? And then I decided, no, Monday Coffee with the Doll was about being real with you guys, just saying, this is the shit I'm going through, this is how I see it, this is how I'm going to get past it, and I would share my life with you and the problems that I was going through, in hopes that how I was going through them would help you if you were going through them. And then we could have this whole weird internet connection vibe, man, with the energy, man. So, I did that show, and it was really, it went over really well. You guys were telling me, I can't wait till Monday, or when I work, I binge watch your Monday coffee shows all the time. So when I stopped doing them, a lot of you guys were like, we want the Monday coffee back. We want the Monday coffee back. So I decided that I was just going to jump into it with both feet. I kind of reconnect with you guys and talk to you about where I am, what I'm going through, what the vintage doll is becoming. I don't know. Let's have coffee. Either way, like a boss, I'm going to handle this episode. I love coffee. So, over the past almost 2 years, when I was working at the motorcycle dealership, I really had to step away from everything I was doing with the vintage doll and my brand and, you know, whatever the fuck I was doing. Oh, PSA. I know it's a new thing for a lot of you guys because I use the word fuck, fuck off, fuck ass, fucktastic. I say fuck a lot. And I know, you know, since I've acquired that verbiage, it's been offensive to some people. Some people don't like it, and that's okay. I mean, you're allowed to not, if you don't like cursing, do you, boo. I've said that before. But a lot of you are like, you know, my kids watch you, my kids, and it's like, honey, here's the deal. I'm almost 30. I'm going to use the term fuck. If your child isn't old enough to be able to hear the word fuck and not do something negative with it at school, like tell a teacher to fuck off, unless, I mean, you have a rowdy teenager, they shouldn't be on the intranet alone. So yes, I am a little rougher in the verbal department. I express myself a lot more than I used to. If you don't like it, carry on, my wayward son. That's on you. You don't have to stick around. But so 2 years ago, I started working at Sooner Indian Motorcycle, and it was a great job, and I loved it, and I got to be a part of the motorcycle industry, and I know all of you guys loved hearing me talk about Indian and motorcycles, and posting pictures of our bikini bike wash. That's really the only reason why you cared that I worked there. But I no longer work there. You know, my life has carried me into a new place, and when I was there, I wasn't able to devote any of myself to what I was doing with my brand. I had to stop modeling completely. I had to stop doing videos completely because I worked round the clock, and then the only time that I would have off was very small, so I devoted that to my kids. And in the beginning, I tried to still book shoots, and I tried to still do things, but whenever I needed help with somebody watching my kids, that was always an issue. And then, I mean, I had to cancel so much. I canceled a shoot with Trent Sherrill. I canceled, which was huge. I was going to be in a calendar. You know, it got to, every time I booked a shoot, I had to cancel it, and I just started feeling like a total asshole. And I didn't want people to think that that's who I was as a professional, that you book with me and then all of a sudden she just cancels. Oh, she never shows up, typical model. So I just decided that I needed to support my kids, and I needed to be able to do something that kept us going. You know, I was going through a huge custody battle with my ex, and I was supporting my kids by myself, and I had to devote my time to what provided for my kids. And everybody assumes that if you have 1 million followers on social media, or, you know, you have fancy pictures with good lighting, then you must be making the big bucks, and that's just not the case. So the industry's a funny thing, and there's a lot to it. It's not just show up, look good, make dollar bills. That's just not what it's like. So now that I'm away from working full-time, I'm going to be able to devote time to my brand. And, you know, before I didn't have anybody that was like, you know what you do is awesome, and I think you just need to devote yourself to it full-time. And my boyfriend has given me that, so he's been supportive. He told me to get off my ass make another video. So that's what we're doing. So I've been soul searching. I've been a little pink butterfly. I know a lot of you are looking at me going, oh my god, what happened? Oh my god, where's the pinup doll? I'm gonna just say this now because it needs to be said. I'm not defined by my image. I define my image. And whatever that is, wherever I am in life, my little boy is waving at me through the window. They're doing yard work. They're taking care of their cucumbers and their watermelon that they're growing out back. My little farmers. But, you know, everybody knew me as this image, and when that started to change and I started to see people's reactions to it, it was like, I don't ever want to just be seen as an image. Like, I don't want to just be this defined character of what somebody thinks something represents. Whatever I was to you, whether it was confidence or self-acceptance or lust and sexuality, I mean, whatever it was, I didn't want my image to portray that. When people saw me, I wanted them to say, oh, that's Emily Dahl. I don't give a fuck what her hair looks like. I don't care if she's wearing mom jeans and a fanny pack, because I have it in my closet, or she's got a big suicide roll and, you know, cat eyes on fleek. Like, whatever it is, that's Emily Dahl, and she helped me learn to love myself, or she doesn't give no fucks about what anybody thinks, or those are the things that I want to give, not just, she taught me how to make my hair nice. Because the way I feel about it is me making videos about hair tutorials or makeup tutorials. It's really almost doing an injustice to the people who do that for a living. Like, the makeup artists that are online right now that make tutorials that are just amazing, like any and everybody, like Manny and Jeffree Star and everybody who does tutorials are so good at it, and it's their gift and it's their passion. You guys saying, show us how to do your makeup, I kind of feel is a disservice to them, because it's like, I watch those too, like I learn from them. I'm not, when it comes to hair and makeup, like makeup, as you can see by my highlight and my contour and my shading, that I've been watching way too many fucking YouTube tutorials. All of a sudden, I look like a walking fucking YouTube makeup tutorial. There's just more, and you want to learn about hair and makeup. I mean, I'm gonna put my stuff on here. Bitch, this is how I beat my face every morning. Let me show you how I do it. And it's just real raw, a chick putting on her makeup. But if you want real makeup and real hair advice, go to somebody who specializes in it, because bitch, I don't know what I'm doing. I wing it and it turns out like okay. I've had so many hairstyles where you guys are like, can you show me how to do that? And I'm like, no, because this was an accident. And so I just don't think that it's my calling to do hair and makeup videos. So I'm going to just continue to be real with you guys, and my channel is going to be batshit crazy, and it's going to embrace who I am, how I am, however that may be at the time. And right now it's really colorful. I'm going through a lot. I'm going through a shit ton. I guess a real topic that we can talk about, and I can give to you guys, and maybe you guys can give me some insight, is the fact, I'm gonna say it, the fact that my mom hates my guts right now. One thing is, she doesn't agree with the way I put myself out there, the image that I put myself out there. I've been called a lot of names. I've been disowned. This was the first Mother's Day where I didn't have a mom, kind of. No disrespect to people who actually didn't have parents as mothers. That sounded like such a shitty thing to say. I am sorry. That was a horrible way to phrase that. I realized it right when I said it. This was the first Mother's Day that I couldn't, like, write some sappy, I love you, Mom, on Facebook. I couldn't do it because she's so mad at me, and she's mad at me for a really unfair reason. That's not her topic to talk about. We're gonna do it. So my mom doesn't like who I am right now. She doesn't like the way I put myself out there. She doesn't like the way I talk. She doesn't like she doesn't like my sexuality and the fact that I'm very open with it. To her, I'm trash. I'm doing pornography, which is funny. I don't do pornography. If I did, y'all would know about it because I would be getting it out there as much as I could to be making the money. But she's really unhappy with me, and there's a bigger personal topic, and I don't want to get into too many details because, as hurtful as it is, because she was my Batman. I always made jokes, like, I'm your boy wonder. I loved being her wingman and, like, all things, so for us to not be on good terms sucks. And I'm trying to figure out the best way to get past it, but unfortunately, I can only say and do so much. Who I am and my opinion and how I express myself isn't accepted in my family. I'm considered trashy and slutty and, all of that negative bullshit. And I'm being told I'm going to go to hell and, all this stuff, and it's really hurtful to me because I don't think, it just really goes to show how little my family understands the situation that I came out of. I came out of a really controlling and abusive relationship, so when I did, nobody knew me. From 16 to 23, I'm in lockup with this guy, and then over the past, it's only been 3 years, going on 4 years, that I've been free of it, and I'm evolving and changing, and from 16 until now, I didn't have a big growth period because I wasn't allowed to grow, and now I'm growing, and I'm seeing things the way I see them, and perceiving them the way I'm perceiving them, and it's not being respected. I'm just told I'm wrong, and I don't know what I'm talking about, and I was raised better than this, and a lot of religions being thrown in my face, which upsets me, unfortunately, but I'm trying to keep an open mind. I'm trying to go, this isn't going to be forever, it's temporary, and eventually she has to see, that even though we may not agree on every topic, like homosexuality, or the fact that me and my boyfriend don't want to get married and we live together, there's a lot of things that we don't agree on, and as adults, that's okay. I mean, she's my mom, and I respect her, and I love her, and she's done so much for me and my boys, but I feel like I'm being painted as a horrible person, and none of them actually know who I am. I put all this stuff out on social media, and I open my soul up to all of you people who are, like, complete strangers, for the most part, to anybody else. And you guys support me, and you love me unconditionally, and you don't give a fuck. If I say fuck, you still know that I'm a good person. So when your family doesn't even recognize what you're doing on social media, and that I'm trying to help people, and I'm trying to do my part in the world, and I'm being told that my kids are going to be ashamed of me because of modeling photos I do. Hopefully my kids grow up to know that women are meant for bigger things, and focus on all my blogs and my YouTubes and everything that I was putting out there for people, instead of just looking at my photos and saying, oh, that's our mom. She's an object. There's nothing else to her. No, my boys are going to say, yeah, that's my mom. She wrote a badass blog that helps so many little girls stop hating their bodies. Bitch. Those are the kids that I'm raising. They're not just going to look at my pictures and say, that was her. That represents my mom. No. It's not how it works. And because I have different views, kind of been ostracized, if that's the right word to put it, by my family. It was either side with them in this big family craziness. It's like Jerry Springer up in my family right now. Or, you know, I don't get to be a part of the family. And it's so funny to me because when anybody needs anything, I'm there. But as soon as I have a difference in opinion, I'm an orphan. Like, I'm kicked out of the family, and it's funny. But it's real, and kids get disowned by their families all the time. Like, my mom accused me of being bisexual, which I didn't know I was. I mean, let's be honest. I'm telling you this because it's fucking hilarious. This is a fucking hilarious thing. So my mom accused me of being bisexual and in pornography. And now by pornography she means the picture that I posted on Snapchat where I have the champagne bottle covering all my naughty bits. Like Muppets in pieces. Really cheesecakey, like pinup inspired picture, right? So that was considered the pornography that I was partaking in. I mean, it could just be me, but most pornography has some penetration. And unless I did things with the bottle later, I just didn't see how that would compute to a good pornography, and I just couldn't be a part of that production. I took that way too far. So let's move on. So then, I'm also bisexual. Now, let me state, please, that there's nothing wrong with being bisexual. I am not bisexual. I like the D too much. I told her that. She didn't find that funny. But like my mother literally, I don't know where she got that from, but my mother literally had to like shove me in the closet before she could get me to come out of the closet. And me, bitch, I didn't even know where I was. I was like, somebody turn a light on. I didn't even know. Surprise! I wake up one morning. By the way, you don't just have your father's eyes, you're also bisexual. Well, my dad's not bisexual. I mean, unless he is. That would be an interesting turn to this whole story. But she did. She said, you know, that I was bisexual, and it made me think to myself, what if I was gay? Like, if I'm getting kicked out of the family, and then they would just try to cast the devil out of me, which, oh, it's another story for another day, or a weekend. Possibly a 3-day weekend. It's gonna be like sleepaway camp. Anyways, you know, it's one of those things where, like, just talk to me. I'm a good person, and I do everything that I can to help other people and treat people with kindness, and everything's pushed aside. Like, they don't watch my blog, they don't watch my YouTube, they don't read my blog, they don't do any of that. If I post a picture that's inappropriate, I'll be getting hit up by everybody. Like, everybody. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. WWJD, girl. WWJD. Think about it. So it's like, they don't care that I'm helping girls, that I'm helping men, All they care about is, I see the bottom of your booty cheeks. Cover that shit. Oh, but you can't say shit. Cover that stuff. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that the things that they find more important over the things that actually matter. And there's so many kids in the world that their parents disown them because they can't agree on certain topics, you know? Because somebody's gay, or because somebody doesn't believe in the same religion as you, or because you dye your hair a crazy color and put metal in your face, all of a sudden, you know, you're that person in the family. And since I've been free for the past 3 years, I've become that person in my family. I've become, you know, I'm the black sheep, in a sense. But I'm happy to be the black sheep, because the black sheep means that I can put on whatever fucking color I want and it'll look fine as hell. You know, I don't see being a black sheep as a bad thing. It means I don't conform. And I don't mean I don't conform, fuck the man. I mean that I've really gotten to that part of my journey where I just don't care. Like, this is me. This is what I believe in. This is who I am. This is what defines my character. I'm not going to change that for you because you don't believe it. Well, we raised you different. And your parents raised you different, and their parents raised them different. You know, I think if people summed me up at a funeral, people would have some pretty cool things to say about me. And I worry that my family just perceives me as somebody who's, oh, you're just going crazy. No, I did that. I did that quietly, by myself, in my bedroom or in the shower, crying. I did that by myself. Now, I'm at the point where this is it. This is raw. This is real. If you don't like how I look, that's okay. If you don't like what I have to say, that's okay too. Do you want to still be friends? Oh, we can't be friends because you don't respect my opinion? Okay, have a good day, sir. I can't continue to let people's negative energy steal my positive energy, and I've worked so hard to get here. You guys have seen when I go through my bouts with depression or anxiety. You guys see when I go through, you know, struggles and hardships, bullying, and real shit that we all go through, whether it's from family or strangers, or, you know, you guys have seen it, and you guys have been there the whole way. And I feel like it's unfair if I don't share it with you, the positive outcome that you guys help me reach. And that's why I share this stuff with you guys, because even though I'm crushed and I'm hurt and my mom is accusing me of things that are really unfair and hurtful, not being bisexual or in pornography, that's can be hurtful, but no more hurtful than anything else in the world. Some instances. But it sucks really bad, and if I don't share that with you, if I don't share with you guys how I got where I am now, because I'm okay, and it hurts, and I wish it wasn't like this, and I wish me and my mom weren't on these terms, and I wish my dad wouldn't just side with my mom, and I wish that my siblings didn't just feed off of it. Like, it's this, like, just come to me and be like, you're a good person, and you worked really hard, and if what they said was true, you would have owned up to it by now, or wouldn't have hit it to begin with. So it hurts that they're not willing to accept how far I've come or how good of a person I've turned into, especially from day one when I look back on my posts and everything was so robotic. Like, everything was lifeless, and it was so, oh, hi, thanks for liking my page, and aw, thank you so much for the compliment. Thank you for coming by my page. Like, just gay shit. And now it's like, what a do, motherfucker. And you guys are seeing that, and my real ride or die followers, you know, they don't care. They don't give a shit. They're here for me, and you guys are getting me through this stuff, and I want to share it. I want to share that I've come to the conclusion that you're not always going to be able to make your parents proud. That if you aren't hurting yourself or anyone around you, and I'm not hurting myself, I'm not hurting anyone around me, my kids are sometimes taken care of better than they deserve by how many times I've been punched in the butt today by Charlie. You know, safe, happy homes, structured, scheduled, everybody's fed and fruit snacked to the gills, and I am happy. Like, I'm in a place in my life where I never thought I was going to get to, you guys. I was going through my divorce, then I was going through custody, then, you know, my house burned down, and there was all these little things in between big tragedies, and I never thought I was going to be where I am right now, where I get to stay home with my kids, and I get to do my passion, and I have somebody who helps me embrace me every day, and I didn't think I was going to get here. I thought I was always going to be in that one stationary spot, and I'm not. I got past it. And through all the crying and through all the hard spots, I'm finally, you know, at the light, at the end of the tunnel, per se. And I know that's where it'll come to with my family. Like, all I can do is keep being myself and keep being the best person that I know how to be, and hope that they come around and they see me for me. You know? They see my heart and my soul, and not just in the we're family, we know. No, I mean the fact that I don't even want to model as much as I just want to teach people how to love themselves. You know, and I hope they see that I'm just love and light as much as I can be. And I don't want to be judged for superficial, stupid things like saying the word fuck. But if they don't, I have to also be able to say that it's their loss. You can't make everyone happy. You're not pizza. It's gonna be one of those struggles where it sucks and it hurts and you don't get it, but this is where you are. You're either going to give and tap out, your family doesn't like you, or you're going to stand up for yourself. And no matter what somebody else says to you or what somebody else thinks you need to do, no matter what, you're never going to sacrifice yourself to make other people happy again. Like, ever. You're never going to deny who you are, what you stand for, what you want to look like, what you want to talk like. You're never going to ignore that for anybody else your entire life. Because it's a waste. You can't waste yourself because not everybody likes all your hang-ups and flaws and weird shit. The fact that you like to say the word fuck and you're not afraid to embrace your body or say that you like dick. Or the fact that you wear way too many colors in one day. If there was more colors, I'd wear all of them. You can't deny you to keep the world happy around you. It's impossible. But what you can do is you can keep working on yourself and keep working on making yourself happy, and then then the people around you are going to naturally be happy. How can you not be happy around somebody who just loves life and loves themselves and accepts who they are and accepts what they look like and doesn't give a fuck about what the rest of the world thinks? You know? I was laughing yesterday because my cousin in California, who's like my little sister, she texted me and she was like, am I at the appropriate age where I can wear a fanny pack? And I was like, well, I'm older than you. And I said, I don't give a fuck. I'm buying a fanny pack. And I have it. And I posted a picture on Facebook, and some guy, he's a friend of mine on Facebook, made a derogatory comment about like leaving it home or get rid of the fanny pack and the outfit's great. And I told him, I was like, this is why, bitch. This is why you're only a Facebook friend. I'm just gonna put that on the end of it, and then I put that on the end of the comment. Yeah. It was a pretty funny conversation. But that's the thing. It's like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you don't like my hair, or you don't like the way I dress, or the fact that 90% of my life is now lived in combat boots because they're fucking comfortable. The fact that I don't wear a bra most of the time anymore, and I'm not scared to say it because it's nothing wrong. I'm not doing anything wrong. But I'm here. I'm at this point in my life, and I'm gonna start doing my show every Monday again, with rantings in between, I'm sure. Maybe like a eyeshadow video, or a way to get your cheeks to glow like this. But I'm back. My boyfriend's son is staring at me through the window. He looks like Josh Hutcherson, but he doesn't like it when you say that about him.
You agreed to having a third one. Believe it or not, you had a baby. You were only 7.
Only 7? Yeah. He's making a joke that I agreed to adopt him as my stepson so I can just deal with it. We're blessed. And even though everything isn't going perfect in my life and it's not exactly where I want it to be, it's in a good spot. And I have to be thankful for where it's at. Even with some of the bad, I have to be thankful for where I'm at, because if I don't, I could never enjoy the good things. There's always going to be a bad moment at some point. But you have to stop and enjoy it when it's the good times, because you can't always be stressed out and unhappy. You have to let it go. You have to let it go and not affect your life, because ultimately it doesn't affect your life unless you let it. So I'm going to keep loving my parents. And at some point this will balance itself out. It's going to take a while, but we'll get there. And until then, I'm content and I'm happy. I'm in a place that I've been trying to get for 3 years. And I'm sitting here. And I can't believe that I made it this far. But here we are. And now I get to spend more time with you guys. So I'm sorry this was a pretty long video. I ranted more than I should have. I'm pretty sure it's probably somebody I've been around rubbing off on me. My kids, they want to know if they can come in and watch cartoons because my boyfriend's making them play outside while I do my video. Oh my god. Playing outside! We're monsters! We're monster parents. But I'll be back next Monday with another Monday morning coffee. If you guys want me to talk about any subjects or topics, leave them in the comments below. And then I'll answer them. But until then, remember, you will always be in style if you just be yourself. So I think you're fucking amazing. I don't give a fuck what anybody else says. You need a bestie? I'll be here. I'll tell you your bitch is beautiful every day. I love you guys. Hopefully you've endured this 40 minutes of my ridiculousness. If you have, thanks for sticking around. 'Cause I'm back. And I'm happy to be spending time with you.